How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to some more 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors. Yes, it has been a while since I last touched this game. Again, you guys, you people that watch my channel are probably like super familiar with how everything starts in these videos. It has been a while since ... Well, I did return to recording videos with episode 6 of Danganronpa Another, but in the meantime I had a bunch of other stuff happen. For example, I'm recording this the day after I got my booster shot. That's why I may seem a little off, but I'm gonna give it my all to be as, you know, energetic as I usually am. I mean, to be fair, I'm not feeling that bad. It's just my arm hurts like hell. But other than that, everything is pretty much fine. I also had a discussion from my work, etc., etc. It's been a long week. Today is Thursday. Only now I'm able to record again, but don't worry, from now on there should be somewhat regular uploads, even though I have a lot of work ahead of me as well. But yeah, welcome to episode 3, I believe, of 999. Last time we finished up a segment, right? We finished up those mirror rooms, right, in the hallway, and then we went into the kitchen of the ship to start investigating. We didn't finish the investigation. I don't even remember the shortcuts anymore. Maybe I should have done a bit more research before I restarted the game. Let me just make sure everything is fine. It seems to be. You'll have to see it. Okie dokie. So, yeah, let's just go ahead. Yeah, we're at B-Deck Kitchen. Alright, let's do this. I also apologize. I apologize if I sound like I'm in pain. Again, it's just the arm. Okay. Okay. What items do I have? I have the bottle of oil and the whetstone. I think... Yeah, we were... Yeah, it's a card reader. I also forgot the voices I gave them. And this is a little too loud. Yeah. Since the light's red, I figured it's probably still locked. The keycard for it's gotta be around here somewhere. We just gotta find it. Okay, yeah, so we were meant to find the keycard, right? We have a whetstone and a bottle of oil. Maybe I should have rewatched at least the end of episode 2 just to see where we left off. Well, countertop doesn't seem to be useful. There doesn't seem to be anything useful on it though. So right now we have Junpei, June, Santa, and Lotus with us, right? I believe that's it. Okay, so this is the map of the kitchen. Tab item, calculator, flow, save, menu. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to get readjusted with this game, so I hope you guys are fine with that. Anyway, the bottle's old, but we might be able to use the oil inside for something. Maybe we could put it in a hole on the old hag's face. Might help moisturize a little, get rid of some of those wrinkles. How about we put it on your face and then light it on fire? What about the whetstone? Whetstone, I could probably use it to sharpen a knife. Okay, so there's bound to be something I can use this on. The oil. Maybe here? Did you see that action movie that came out last week? Nah, I heard it was critically panned. I don't know, it's pretty enjoyable with a little pod. God, that is such a bad joke, dude. That is such a bad joke. There's a pot on top of the stove. If there are some ingredients around here, I could cook something up for us. Lotus, you can actually cook? Who the hell do you think I am? You better believe I know how to boil hot water and put it in my instant noodles. Honestly, fair. And I can boil eggs too. Bottles of seasoning. Okay. Maybe this table is for preparing food. There are plates everywhere. A rolling pin and a colander. Nothing useful. This is the grill, right? Yeah. The drawer seems to be stuck. It won't open. Not the grill, it's a sink with water in it. There's a couple of plates in the water. Oh, okay. I'm sorry if I seem a little slow today. This is the door we came in through. It's not locked, so we could get back out, but What's the point, right? All that's out there is an iron gate and a dead end hallway. Yep. Might as well be locked for all the good going back out there do. Oh, lights. It's nice to have something finally go your way. True. How about you actually say something productive? Looks like a bunch of instructions for using the cooking utensils. Nothing really suspicious about that. There's a silver pot here. This table looks really old-fashioned. Probably means this is an old boat. Yep. Oh yeah, we went in here last time. There's a big barrel of milk behind the cloth. There are cans lining every shelf in here. Wooden box on the second row though. We took a piece of cheese, right? Cheese on the shelf. Sweet. Just cheese. Cheese. The light for the pantry. There has to be something I'm missing, right? There has to be something I'm missing. Okay. Oh, wow, what a nice dish rack. I'd love to have that in my kitchen. Why don't you take it back with you? Are you offering to carrying it for me? Why don't you ask 7? You're kidding. You don't honestly think I'd let a beast like that into my home, do you? Yikes. Poor 7 though. 7 seems cool. Ah, okay, what am I missing? Big bucket made of tin, there's nothing inside. Music is so good though. Oh, hi. This bolt is rusted in place. It won't budge. Of course, maybe. Oh, okay, there we go. If I put some oil on it. Hey, just a little bit of oil and come on, you little son of a bitch. Whoa. Yes, got you, little bastard. You did it, Jumpy. You're so smart. All right, what do we have here? Oh, it's a freezer.
It's cold in here.
It's a freaking freezer. Also, people told me to try the other screen, this one, yeah. But this is the novel screen, yeah. I'm gonna try it for a bit. I'm not gonna lie. It does seem like it can have its uses for sure. But I honestly prefer the other one. I'm sorry about the game pausing. I just need to make sure everything is going fine. Give me just 1 minute, guys. I'll be right back. Alright, sorry. Had to do something. Anyway.
What is this place? Are you blind?
It's a damn freezer.
It's a freezer.
Yep. Santa's teeth had already begun to chatter. Hardly surprising. The freezer was far too cold for someone dressed as he was. Lotus, however, was in an even worse situation.
Oh, no way. That's way too cold for me.
Yeah.
I'll freeze solid in seconds. Sorry, but I'm afraid I'll have to pass on this one. I'm going to leave the rest to you.
Alright, that's fair. And with that, she ran out of the room. As Lotus left, June came in.
Oh, whoa. It's really cold in here.
I mean, you're wearing a jumper, so... I mean, not really a jumper, but you're more suitable for this place. White puffs of steam hovered in front of their faces as they talked. June had already started to shiver.
Hey, you don't need to be in here. You had a fever just a little bit ago. You should stay outside. We got this.
No, I'm fine. My fever's gone now.
Aww. Junpei had scarcely opened his mouth.
Huh?
They're stuck in there, aren't they? When the thunderous sound of metal upon metal rang out from behind them. In unison, they spun around to find that the door they had only recently come through was closed. Junpei rushed to the door.
Why did it suddenly close?
Desperately, he grabbed hold of the doorknob.
Ah!
It was cold. Oh, wait! Oh, I just got it. I just understood. Hold up.
The knob's frozen.
I see. So okay, so the novel is literally like I'm reading a novel. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. I didn't realize this earlier. I might keep this like this for a bit.
But why?
They quickly deduced that the pipe next to the door had ruptured.
It looks like the pipe next to it broke, and...
Water released by the rupture hit the door and frozen instantly. Senta shoved Junpei aside and pounded against the door.
Hey, Lotus! You're out there, right? Open the door!
She wasted no time in
What do
responding.
you want? What's going on?
The door won't open! Try opening it from that side, please!
Oh, fine. If you say so. Hold on.
Soon they could hear Lotus on the other side of the door. They're stuck there. Oh boy. Then the grunting ceased and they could hear light panting as if it from exertion.
It's no use. It won't budge. You've got more people in there. You figure it out.
Oh.
God damn it.
They're gonna freeze to death. Zeta was shaking like a newborn deer. June was hugging herself and was shivering violently. Even Junpei, with the heaviest clothes of any of them, was clearly feeling the cold. With every breath they took, they could feel the cold working its way deeper and deeper into their bodies.
Anyway, let's find a way out.
Dude, this is like one of my biggest fears. Being frozen alive must be so unpleasant.
If we don't get moving, we're gonna be permanent residents.
Two heads are better than none. I'm sure we'll figure something out.
True.
Yeah, you're right. Let's just take a good look around this room, okay?
Right.
Alright, let's do this. They pushed in close to one another and began to search. Okay, let's see what we got. So it's only two. No, it's only two areas in this place. Okay, let's start by this thing. This thing is covering something. It's frozen solid. I can't flip it over. Unfortunate. There's water dripping from this pipe. It looks like when the pipe burst and the water hit the doorknob, it froze it in place. This water actually seems almost warm. Really? Okay, what do we have here? Oh, food. Dry ice. Huh, okay. Junpei picked up the dry ice with his sleeves as to avoid burning himself.
Dry ice is just frozen carbon dioxide, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it is.
I wonder how warm it has to get for it to turn back into gas again.
Hell if I know. How is that gonna help us anyway?
Oh, well, I figured we might be able to use it to get out of here.
That's not a bad idea, actually. You could use it to melt the ice. They were about to move on when June spoke up.
Carbon dioxide sublimation point is negative 109 degrees.
Holy shit.
Any warmer than that, and it'll turn into gas. Any lower, and it becomes a solid.
Yeah, I don't think carbon dioxide can be a liquid. Junpei looked at her dumbfounded.
Oh, how do you know that?
Despite my looks, I am the clean... Oh, the queen of random knowledge.
The clean, that is the move. God, I love June.
Looks bad to mess up when you're showing off.
True. What the fuck? What? Wow, okay then.
Oh, you're so cold your mouth's going numb?
Yeah, let's fight.
I know that's pretty bad, but that's hilarious at the same time.
You're just doing that on purpose, aren't you?
June giggled and did her best to hide her guilt. At least she was still feeling good enough to joke around. Junpei told himself.
Come on, guys. Don't you think that's kind of weird?
Yeah,
I
but
wonder why it doesn't turn into a liquid first.
Santa was now shivering at an astounding rate, but his curiosity seemed unaffected. Junpei... It did seem rather odd.
It is kind of weird.
June answered.
But it can turn into a liquid. Carbon dioxide turns to liquid if you put it under high enough pressure.
Yeah, but not naturally. So, like, unless it's like tens of thousands of kilometers. No, that's a stretch. Thousands of kilometers under the Earth. That's the pressure it needs to become a liquid. Still.
But at 1 atmosphere, normal air pressure.
Yeah.
It won't turn into a liquid, right?
That's right. Instead of melting, it'll do what's called sublimating and change immediately from a solid state to a gaseous one.
Yeah. This is physics, right? Yeah. Elementary Physics 101.
See, that is weird. Water's a liquid between 32 degrees and 212 degrees.
Fahrenheit. I don't use that. I was wondering why the temperature was so low for carbon dioxide. Yeah, they're talking in Fahrenheit. I use Celsius.
So why isn't that the case for carbon dioxide?
June replied with an answer that stunned both of them.
There's a kind of ice that doesn't turn into liquid when it goes above 32 degrees.
Huh?
What?
I heard about it. Its melting point is 96 degrees.
Ice with a melting point of 96 degrees?
You mean there's water that freezes at 96 degrees?
Yeah, well, you could also look at it as ice that won't melt until it's 96 degrees.
Yeah. Water that freezes at 96 degrees? Ice that won't melt until it's 96 degrees? Junpei was cold as hell, but this was too interesting to ignore. He did his best to warm up by rubbing his arms and stamping his feet, then put the question to
So
June.
what's this ice with a melting point of 96 degrees called?
I heard it's called Ice 9.
Ice?
Oh, look at it. The number 9 once again. Coincidence? No, probably not.
Originally, Ice 9 was a made-up substance invented by a science fiction author.
Wait, it exists now?
But recently, scientists have discovered that such a substance actually exists.
Yo, this music though.
Wait, hold up. So is this thing called Ice 9, or is it water?
Like I said, if the ice is over 96 degrees, it'll be liquid. If it's under that, it'll solidify. So you could think of it as a polymorph of H2O.
Right.
Think of it like diamonds and graphite.
So it's basically an alternate way of, it's like, yeah, okay, yeah.
They're both made of carbon, right? But depending on the structure of the crystallization, the hardness and structure are completely different.
So you're saying normal water and this Ice 9 are like that?
Yeah.
Yep.
She wasn't finished.
Have you heard the story about the crystallization of glycerin? For 150 years after the discovery of glycerin, people cooled it, warmed it. They did all sorts of things to it. But whatever they did, it never crystallized. However, one day in 1920, some glycerin on its way to England by ship was discovered to have crystallized during the trip.
Oh?
Scientists around the world wanted to research this new crystallized form of glycerin and asked for seeds. Oh, a seed is a sample of the original crystallized substance.
Okay.
With a seed crystal, further crystallization of glycerin would be easy.
Yeah, that makes sense.
However, something very strange happened. Not only did the glycerin encouraged by seed crystals begin to crystallize, even the samples nearby did, even though they were tightly sealed. And it didn't end there. After that day, it doesn't matter where in the world it is, all glycerin crystallizes naturally when cooled to less than 64 degrees. Before that
What?
day, no matter how glycerin was cooled, it refused to crystallize. But once the crystallization had begun, it was almost like, how do I put it?
It's almost,
It was almost like all the glycerin in the world was communicating.
Right.
Communicating in some way that we can't sense. And now it's happening everywhere.
that is so weird. I mean, I'm imagining that this is true, right? This game has some interesting factoids, honestly, that are very much important for the solving of the puzzles. So yeah, I guess I can complain. Give me just one more minute, guys. Alright, apologies. Again, just had to check something. Like I said, it's not like I don't have work anymore. I'm just taking my breaks and using them to record and stream and do all sorts of stuff. And like I said, I do need a few pauses every now and then today, since I am a little less energetic than usual. Like I said, recovering from booster, all that jazz. You'll get vaccinated, kids. Anyway, Junpei, why would I be annoyed? No. Junpei was honestly impressed. It was in fact a pretty interesting story.
Wow, that's pretty interesting. But, what does that have to do with Ice 9?
To his surprise, it was Sent and not Jun who answered.
What she's saying is that it's a lot like Ice 9. What happened, I mean.
A lot like? Oh, that would be bad. If water everywhere started freezing at 96 degrees?
Yo, yeah.
Man.
It'd be the end of the world.
It really would be. Junpei felt that Senta might not be treating the idea of the end of the world with proper concern.
At any rate, we're not gonna have to worry about the end of the world unless we can get out of here pretty damn quick.
That's also true. He was right. Junpei shivered.
Alright, guys. I think that's enough of that. I didn't think we'd get quite this far off topic. I mean, I know I'm kinda at fault here, but we can't be screwing around anymore.
That's true.
Seriously, I might go by the name Santa right now, but I didn't grow up in Iceland. I freaking hate the cold. So let's get cracking, alright? We gotta find a way out of here.
Alright. Santa stomped off, clearly doing his best to pretend the cold wasn't affecting him.
Selfish, isn't he?
Still, Santa was right, and it was high time they got back to their
Ice
search.
9 is interesting and all, but we can discuss it more once we get out of this freezer.
Junpei looked at June, nodded, and resumed his search of the room. Okay. Got it. This thing's frozen solid. This pork? Yeah, seems like it. What's this thing? It looked like a tag or something. Okay, a chunk of pork. Okie dokie. Ah, my arm. It hurts. Sorry. Everything's frozen in here. It doesn't look like there's anything else interesting. Oh, wait, hold up. I saw that. Oh, hi. Sturdy rope. Okay. A water bottle. Huh. There isn't anything else here that looks useful. Okay. Guess I have to start combining. Oh, wait. Can't I use that here? Hey, Junpei, didn't you find some dry ice earlier? Yeah. There's warm water coming out of that pipe. Warm water and dry ice? What do you think would happen if we put that stuff in a sealed container together? Oh wait, then I combined the dry ice with the bottle? No, okay. But the dry ice is too big? Well, you gotta figure out a way to make it smaller then, don't you, genius? Huh. Oh, hold up. Nope. What am I doing, bro? Okay, hold up. Let me just check. I need to crush the dry ice if I want to get it in the bottle. Okay. Oh, wait. Can I just use the chunk of pork since it's frozen? Nope. Clearly my brain is not exactly on top of things. Alright. It's a rope. Well, we could use it to attach to something else, I suppose. A water bottle. Yes, it is. No, yes, it is. Jumpy, is there a slip of paper on that meat? I think there's something written on here, but I can't read it like this. If we try and pull it out, it will probably rip. You need to defrost that. I think we're gonna be doing that in this room. Dry ice? Can't you make that stuff that cause an explosion if you seal it in something that's airtight? Explode? Yeah, didn't you do that in school? You should never underestimate the power of expanding gas. Hey, what are you looking for, Junpei? Oh, I was just wondering if I could sharpen this one something. Why the hell are you doing that? We don't have time for this crap. Let's try and find a way out of here first. I'm probably missing something, aren't I? The shells are covered with frozen food. Nothing special about that. It's frozen in place, I can't get it off. Crush the dry ice found to get it in the bottle. How do I do that? What am I missing, bro? Probably missing something super stupid, aren't I? Oh, frozen chicken. Nice. No, dang it. Alright, let me just check. It's really hard. It's frozen stiff. Hey June, can you say that again? Huh? Say it again. It's really hard. Again. Thanks. Something wrong, Junpei? Your face is bright. For fuck's sake! Nothing, I'm fine. If it's that hard, you can probably use it as a hammer. Yeah, good point. Yeah, good point. Maybe we can use it to break something. And that's what we're gonna do. Alright, the dry ice is all in pieces now. Nice. And then we combine this with this. I'm gonna put these pieces of dry ice into the water bottle. Water bottle with dry ice in it. Okay, that makes sense now. Now what? Not yet, Junpei. We're not gonna get the result we want unless you can hook that bottle to the doorknob somehow. It's gotta explode right next to the ice on the doorknob. Okay, so we need to combine the rope. And let's just tie a rope on here. Yep. Warm water dripped from the ruptured pipe near the door.
Put water into the bottle with dry ice, and make sure the lid's closed. Now I just have to put this makeshift bomb on the doorknob. Alright, that's set. So, what do we do now?
We wait.
Just need to give it a little, tap.
Yeah.
The bottle's already about to pop. If we just throw a rock or something at it, it'll go off all on its own.
A small rock. Huh. A small rock.
Junpei looked down at the floor. Scattered across it were pieces of dry ice left over from the larger chunk he crushed earlier.
Alright, this ought to do the trick.
He pulled his sleeve down over his hand to keep from getting burned and grabbed the chunk of dry ice.
Ah, some dry ice, huh? Not a bad idea.
It was a pretty good size. About as big as a pool ball.
All right,
Jesus,
guys,
that's
stand
big.
back. Actually, we should probably hide somewhere.
Both Senta and Jun looked at him with new concern.
Where exactly do you expect us to hide, genius?
There isn't really anywhere big enough.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, there is. Look, right here. We can hide in there.
Junpei pulled open the door to the small cellar.
Come on, get inside, quick.
Senta and Jun nodded and jumped down into the hole. Junpei quickly followed. In his hand, he could feel the chill of the frozen carbon dioxide, even through his sleep. He tightened his grip, took aim, and prepared to throw.
All right, here I go. 3, 4, 5.
You're counting the wrong way.
Oh.
That is a really sad excuse for a joke, man.
True.
Sorry, dude. All right, for real this time. You guys ready?
Yes, whenever you're ready.
Just throw the damn thing.
All right, here I go. 3, 2, 1.
Go for it. Junpei threw the chunk of dry ice as hard as he could. With the same motion, he ducked down into the cellar with Senta and Jun just as boom. Junpei leapt out of the cellar and ran to the door.
Jumpy! The ice on the door! Is it gone?
Yeah, it's gone.
The blast must have shattered it.
Yes. All right, let's see if it opens.
Junpei grabbed the knob and pushed with all his might. The door gave way easily and all three of them tumbled out of the freezer at once.
Hooray! We're out!
Oh my god. Jun relieved collapsed onto the floor.
Move!
Senta shoved past Junpei and ran straight to the grill, which he immediately grabbed.
Oh, god damn it! Hot, 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 hot. Fuck!
Well, you're a genius. He proceeded to kick the grill in a futile but amusing fit of rage.
Well, you did just grab the grill. What did you think would happen? Hey, where's Lotus?
True. It took Junpei only a moment to find her. She was sitting on the counter, idly scratching her chest.
Welcome back. I was starting to get tired of waiting for you guys.
You didn't do anything? With a great yawn, Lotus lowered herself off of the counter. Junpei clenched his teeth and walked toward her.
What were you doing?
What do you mean, what was I doing? I was waiting.
We were gonna die.
Oh, yeah? But you didn't. So everything worked out all right, didn't it?
Oh my god.
What the hell?
Just kidding. It might not look like it, but I was really worried.
Oh, don't give me that crap.
I'm telling the truth. I mean, if you died, then I'd be in trouble too. If you died, then I'd be stuck here, and I'd die too. See?
That's true.
I did all I could. I even looked around to see if there was anything I could use to pry open the door. But I couldn't find anything.
Okay.
So, all I could do was wait. I mean, what else did you want me to do? Call the cops?
It's true that there wasn't much she could have done, but something about her tone. Junpei gritted his teeth.
Fine. But there's one thing I have to ask you.
What's that?
You didn't close the door, did you?
What? You think I closed the door on you? Why would I do something like that? It closed on its own. I told you before, if you die, then I die too.
Yeah, I guess so.
It seemed that an accident was the only explanation for the door's closure.
If she had really wanted to kill us, all she had to do was bar the door from the outside.
True.
But she didn't. Well, she didn't do anything. She's only lazy, or negligent at least, not an attempted murderer.
Junpei swallowed his anger and did his best to
Well,
apologize.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I doubted you.
Oh, yes, well that's alright. As long as you understand.
Lotus looked away and twirled her hair between her fingertips. His vengeance against the grill completes and swaggered back. That is one of the top sentences I've ever read. His vengeance against the grill complete.
Hey, no more screwing around, you two. Break time's over. Especially for you, lady. You've just been sitting on that fat ass of yours while we were freezing to death.
How rude! I was plenty busy.
Yeah. How about you put all that energy into something besides bitching?
Oof.
Let's go.
I don't like either of them. I don't like either of them. They're way too they complain a lot. Hold up. Now we have a chunk of pork. That's right. We need to defrost it. That is a frozen piece of pork. Hey, what's that? It looks like there's a piece of paper inside it. If you try to pull it out, it might tear. Maybe you can Maybe you can melt it if you put it on something warm. Something warm? Something warm. Oh yeah, didn't someone burn themselves on something earlier? Yeah, I was thinking about that. The grill. Guess I'll put this meat on the grill. Hey, what are you doing? What are you going to do if the paper burns? Come on, it'll be fine. I mean, it's not like it's gonna burn right away, right? You just gotta keep an eye on it and the paper will be fine. Well, they can argue all they want. I'm gonna keep an eye on this pork. Cool, looks like it's about time. I'm gonna try taking the paper out. Jumpy, be careful. Sweet of her to care, but I know that I'm... Ouch! See? I told you. Hey, what the hell are you doing? Hurry up and take the paper out. It's not coming out. This thing's frozen stiff. I can't get it out. So are we going to have to cut the meat? Yeah, it looks that way. Okay, so we do need a knife. And for that, we need the whetstone. I'm starting to see where this is going. Where can we find one? But imagine food is put here after it's prepared so that the waiters and waitresses can take it out to the customers. But something doesn't seem right here. Why are there so many plates? Where the knife at? Where me knife? 2 pots and a pan on the stove. Partition that splits the room. Where knife? Hey Junpei, where do you think you're going? Oh, I was just thinking I'd check and see if we missed anything in the freezer. Why would we have missed anything? We searched that whole damn place. We put our lives on the line, man. Yeah, I guess you're right. I don't need to go back there. That's true. Where the fuck are my knives? Nothing here. We only have the whetstone right now, right? Oh, God damn it, my arm. Okay. Drawer seems to be stuck. We require the knife. I'm afraid this episode might be all in this place unless I cut ahead. Hold up. Hexadecimal. I wonder if it's some kind of hint. Yeah, maybe. Junpei, do you remember what I told you about hexadecimal code earlier? Yeah, of course I do. Alright then, here's a little quiz for you. What would 9 plus f be in base 10? Okay, so 9 plus f, 9 plus 15, it's 24. Well, f equals 15, so 9 plus 15, which would be 24, right? That's right. Good job. You're a fast learner. Okay. 9 plates for appetizers. 9 is 9 even in hexadecimal and decimal. 10 is A in hexadecimal. It says F on the voucher. 16 mean plates. 16 is written as 10 in hexadecimal. That is nuts. Lol. I get it. Alright guys, I'm gonna cut the episode here and I'll be back when I find something. I'll be right back. Bro! Fucking Jesus! I went 10 minutes! 10 minutes! Clicking everything. Hold up. This is almost... What? How did I miss this? I'm not muted, right? Thank God. There's a knife in this box. Take it, please.
A rusty knife? I don't think we'll be able to use it while it's like this.
The knife seemed important, Junpei thought, but it wasn't going to be much use the way it was.
It's futile.
Futile?
You know, a waste, useless, pointless.
What?
Oh. Any particular reason you wanted to bring that up?
Oh, no reason really. I was just thinking about futility.
Huh?
Why? She wasn't making much sense. Junpei tried rephrasing his question.
Why were you thinking about futility?
At last, she answered.
Well, it has something to do with the Titanic.
The Titanic?
Yep. Have you ever heard
Oh,
the
God.
story that the sinking of the Titanic was predicted?
I actually have not. I mean, I have, but I have not because I want June to say it.
No, I haven't. What is it?
In 1892, 14 years before the Titanic sank,
Jesus, 14 whole years.
a novel was published. It was called Futility.
Oh.
It was written by an American novelist named Morgan Robertson. The story was about a big cruise ship colliding with an iceberg and sinking. Of course, if that was the only similarity, there wouldn't be any reason to mention it. It wasn't, though. The name of the ship, its nationality, course, departure time, size, displacement, maximum speed, number of passengers and crew, the number of lifeboats.
I need to search for this book.
Even the location of the accident itself, and the cause, and the location of the damage. Everything matches the Titanic almost exactly. It was almost as if he'd seen the whole thing happen. But this book was written 14 years before the Titanic sank. But that's not all. It wasn't just futility that predicted the sinking of the Titanic.
What?
There were two other similar stories written by a man named William Thomas Stead. Both of them before the accident. One in 1886 and one in 1892. Stead wrote two stories that had striking similarities to the Titanic disaster. In one, two ships collided. Many of the passengers died because there weren't enough lifeboats. In the other, a ship collided with an iceberg and sank.
I don't know. I mean, I'll give you that it seems a little weird, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't too uncommon for ships to hit icebergs back in the day, or even other ships.
I mean, depends if you're using the, like, if you're traveling near the poles, yeah, I guess. And, I mean, I guess ships to Canada were already a thing between, like, Northern Europe and Canada. So I guess it's not too uncommon, but an iceberg being in the middle of the Atlantic is a little bit... Well, I won't say the mean word, but it is a little bit, you know? I'm sorry, last check. It's been a while since I recorded this. Okay, good.
Right, I knew you'd say that. But what if Stead had some sort of special powers? To be more specific, what if he had the ability to do automatic writing?
What is that?
Automatic writing? Wait, are you talking about when someone's possessed by a spirit and then they write a bunch of stuff without knowing what they're writing?
Yes.
What do you mean?
What?
Yes, that stuff's a load of bull. Okay, let's say, hypothetically, that automatic writing isn't a total load. Someone couldn't have predicted the sinking of the Titanic. When this Stead dude wrote his thing, nobody had died on the Titanic yet. So if automatic writing is about being possessed by dead people, who the hell possessed him so he could write that stuff?
That's not it.
What's not it?
Stead wasn't possessed by a spirit. He was doing the possessing.
Oh.
What the hell?
What are you smoking?
Dude, are you alright?
William Thomas Stead was a passenger on the Titanic.
What?
He just wrote down what he saw with his own eyes 20 years before it happened.
He decided it was probably best to say nothing. What June was saying was insane and utterly absurd. If he tried to take what she was saying seriously, he'd go mad.
Well,
Junpei smiled uncomfortably.
well, why don't we talk about this some other time, okay?
Huh? But
Her voice trailed off and she glanced at the floor, troubled.
Come on, let's get back to it.
Aww. Seriously, what the hell went if she was doing automatic writing herself? Anyway, let's finally combine these two. Maybe I'll use the whetstone to sharpen the knife. Ah, music to my ears. Aha, that is a good looking knife. Oh, it's so shiny. Did you sharpen it, Jumpy? Yep. Now we can use it to cut something soft. Like a piece of meat. Finally, jeez, that took long enough. Alright, now that I've sharpened the knife. Yes, I cut the pork. Awesome, Junpei. Now we can cut out the paper. Oh, so that's the code. Okay, so C plus 10 plus F. C plus 10 plus F. Do you think it's some kind of code? Damn it, they're just screwing around. Junpei, do you know what C and F stands for? You think maybe it means corporate finance? I thought it was clever and funny. God damn it, Junpei, it's hexadecimal. Okay. This is probably what you're supposed to use to enter the password. Maybe if we put in the right number, it'll open the door. Junpei, maybe the note you found earlier. Okay, so A is 10, B is 11, C is 12. 12 plus 9, no. 12 plus 10, 22, plus 15, 37, okay. Yeah, I know. Do you know how to enter those numbers? I think E is for enter and C is for clearing. So basically when I'm ready to submit my answer, I press E. So if I screw up, I just press C, right? Lotus nodded. Alright, let's give it a shot. It's not that? 9 plus, no, C, oh, C plus 10, 12 plus, hold up, huh? This is weird. Hey, you're just punching in random numbers, aren't you? Maybe if you just enter it like I said, like it said in the hint? Ah, shut up! Just shut up! Hold up, what the fuck? Okay, C plus F. C plus 10. A is 10, B is 11, C is 12. Right. F is 15. Or is it 16? No, 16 is 10. Oh wait, that's hexadecimal 10. I'm so dumb. It's not 10, it's 16. So 12 plus 16 equals 28. 28 plus 15. No, it's not 43. 53? Yeah, I think it's 53. Then that's not it. Okay, 12 plus 16 equals 28. Yes. 28 plus 15. 8 plus 5, 13 carries the 1. Oh, it's 43. There we go. I was off by 10 because I thought it was 35 for some reason, or 38. Sounds like metal is falling. Well, I guess that went well. Yeah! The door opened! Good job, Jumpy! There's the key, there's the Saturn key card. Alright, let's move. Easy clap. Yes! I think it's unlocked now. You did it, Jumpy! Let's get out of here! Yes! Let's go! Finally! That took long enough. You found it. Thank you, game. I needed that. Took me far too long to find the knife.
I think we've been here before.
Metal grate stretched from wall to wall. Beyond it were 2 elevators and the entrance to the kitchen.
The elevators are over there, so that means...
We went into the kitchen through that door and came out on this side.
That means the map was right.
Looks like.
Then let's use it to plan our next move.
Next move?
Yeah, we need to decide where to go from here, don't we?
He's right.
Yeah.
Let's get started.
From the looks of it, there are 4 possible routes.
Yeah.
Let's just keep it simple and call them A, B, C, and D.
Okay. B and A go to the same place.
First, A and B.
They both seem to connect to a room that looks L-shaped.
Yeah, there were 2 doors.
One is locked.
They were both locked. We couldn't open them.
Now, Route C. This goes all the way to the main staircase.
That means it's door 5, one of the numbered doors.
Then do you think we would meet up with the other 4 after this hallway?
No, I don't think we will.
Why not?
Look, there by the stairs. See how the gate is opened? When we went into the kitchen, it was closed.
Oh.
But it's open now.
Okay.
What do you think that means?
That's a good point.
They opened it.
Most likely.
They're already past there.
And if we take Route C, we're going backwards.
That would be pointless.
Then that means...
Only Route D left. All 4 looked at the map. They all looked at the staircase. Its lazy curve leading down deeper into the ship.
Route D then.
D it is.
Yup, Route D.
Then we're set.
Let's go! Should probably save. They jogged down the stairs until they reached the C deck.
Everything looks okay here.
Let's check the next deck just to be sure.
Yeah,
It's-
just like I thought. D deck is
It's
totally,
underwater, yeah.
Just like the bottom of the central staircase.
The water gazed back at them, its smooth surface like a great mirror.
At least the water level hasn't really changed.
Yep.
Small comfort.
May as well head back to C deck.
What else is here?
There are 2 elevators over there at the top of the stairs.
But they're probably out of commission
Just
too.
like the floor above.
Hold on. These are kind of different. See? There's a card reader on the side.
Oh!
Another strange mark.
Hey, look! It's Lotus's symbol.
Huh?
See? It's the woman symbol with horns on it.
Oh my god! Bro!
That seems like...
Junpei! Yeah,
Ouch, 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 ouch,
You-
ouch.
you kind of deserve that, jeez! Lotus had taken hold of Junpei's hair. She began to shake him violently and he thought he heard a low growl coming from her throat.
What was that about the mark again?
Nothing.
Bro! Absolute no chill. No chill! Such violence. Junpei began to wonder if she was not the devil itself. With an uncomfortable smile, Jun spoke up.
This is a Mercury symbol.
Okay.
The horns symbolize the wings on Hermes' staff.
Hermes herpes, whatever.
The dialogue in this game, dude, I swear!
If we can't get this thing to work, these elevators aren't going anywhere.
Alright, yeah.
In other words, we need a key card with the Mercury symbol on it.
Yeah.
Probably.
I guess we can't get on then. Let's just disregard the elevators for now.
I guess after clearing C deck, we're gonna get the key card.
How about this hallway on the left?
Whoa, there's so many doors.
There weren't sure how many, but certainly enough to be discouraging.
Damn it. If we try and search all these, the sun's gonna go down before we've done half of them.
I think the sun already set.
Bruh.
I have a feeling this ship is the only thing that's going to be going down anytime soon.
That's even worse.
Well, we can come back to this hallway later. Let's check the hallway on the other side, shall we?
Time to head back to the stairs.
What do we have? To their right was a small hallway.
Now the right hallway.
Quickly, they headed into it. It was approximately the same size as the alcove in front of the stairs. The hallway led towards the stern, and at its end was a set of double doors.
There are doors here too. Well, I guess it's just 4 this time.
Let's open them.
All right, let's start with this one.
Alright. Junpei nodded and grabbed the one closest to him. He gave it a small tug and felt it move.
It isn't locked. I'm going to open it.
Thrilled to have found an unlocked door, he threw it open. Oh, I never liked that. Junpei didn't know what to make of what he saw.
What?
Oh, this is the infirmary of the ship, isn't it? Numbered doors. Simply stood, unable to speak. The others simply stared open-mouthed. After a few long moments, Santa managed to speak.
What the hell is this? This place is huge.
A massive room stretched out in front of them, more a cavern than a room. Its vastness was oppressive, and it bore down on the 4 companions. It was not empty, however. The entire room was filled with lines upon lines of beds.
Oh, there are beds everywhere.
There's shit everywhere! There were simple things, little more than pipe and thin mattresses.
Is this a hospital?
Yeah. Or a hospital, or an infirmary, whatever. It had at least been able to put a name to the harsh scent that pervaded the room.
It definitely has the smell.
Could be. I see medicine cabinets and surgical tools.
Hey, look there. The 4 doors at the end.
3 of them are marked. Yeah, 3 of them were emblazoned with large single-digit numbers made with thick red paint.
The left door says 3. The second door is blank, but the third has a 7. And the rightmost door is 8. There's no doubt. They're numbered doors.
Why is the second door blank? That seems kind of strange, don't you think?
No point worrying about it right now. Let's see if these will open first.
Yes, that sounds like a good plan.
Junpei headed toward the doors, weaving its way between the beds. Started with door 3 on the left and moved to the right until he reached door 8. They're all locked, yep. I mean, the numbered doors, you would expect them to be locked.
Use.
Well, of course. If it was that easy to open these doors, what would be the point of the Nonary game?
Yeah.
We have to activate the red, or the numbered doors won't... Wait a minute.
What's wrong?
Yeah, what's wrong?
Look, the display on the red. There's nothing on it.
Huh?
Okay, yeah.
Don't you remember? The red at the central staircase? If no one was inside, it said vacant.
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah, you're right.
But this one,
It's just, yeah.
There's nothing on it.
right?
I wonder if it's broken.
Only one way to find out.
Yeah, it's broken.
It's not responding.
All 4 took turns placing their hands over the red, but it refused to respond. They pulled at the lever and it still did nothing. As they soon discovered, it wasn't only the red for door 8 that was behaving strangely.
How about the red on door 7? And door 3?
None of them are working.
What does it mean?
I knew it. They're broken. Zero sure sucks at maintenance.
No, that's impossible.
No, I don't think that's it. I think you're not meant to go through them yet.
You really think Zero, who prepared all of this, would make such a stupid, simple mistake?
No, you're not meant to be there yet. That's why it's completely impossible to go through them.
Maybe, but that doesn't explain why this thing ain't working.
It was at that moment that they heard a voice from behind them.
I believe the bottom of the device has been removed.
Yo! They spun around to see,
Snake!
but it was more than just Snake. Hey, 7 and Clover.
Ace, Clover, 7!
Although they were glad to see one another, it wasn't terribly surprising that they had. If it had been the other party who'd opened the gate in front of the kitchen, It wasn't unreasonable that they'd bump into one another eventually. The rest of Snake's team, however, did look rather surprised.
How did you end up here?
That's my line?
Perhaps we should exchange information.
Okay, that's fine. After a moment of silence and surprise, everyone suddenly began to talk, desperate to exchange information. They talked about the rooms they'd been through and how they'd ended up in the same place. Of course, none of it was very useful information, but that hardly mattered. They were happy to simply see one another again. Although the level of cheer varied greatly from person to person, each one of them was wearing some manner of smile. Almost as though they had already forgotten about the death of the 9th man. No, thought Junpei, perhaps that wasn't it. Perhaps thoughts of his death were what drove them to smile at one another. Not in a morbid or hateful way, no, the 9th man had died. But they were still alive, and that was something to be happy about. A sort of simple, uncomplicated joy, Junpei thought. The joy of being alive. Still alive. Great song! Recommend! He felt sorry for the 9th man, but more than anything, Junpei was just happy to be alive.
There you have it. Our half of the story.
His part finished, Ace fell silent. For a moment, Junpei was silent in thought, then he spoke.
Okay, let me see if I got all this straight. When you guys got here, the bases for the Reds were already gone.
And you looked all over this room, but you couldn't find anything.
So you figured that there might be something in the hallway with all the doors.
So you went and had a look?
Yeah.
And while you were looking around, you heard voices.
What?
Uh-huh. So you followed the voices and came back here.
Indeed. And that was how we found you.
Nice.
Why don't we check those 3 Reds again, just in case?
You're right. Huh. There's a long, thin gap on the bottom. I think it's a slot for something. Probably electronic.
The circuitry was all removed, wasn't it?
Well, this isn't good. If the red is inactive, we can't keep going.
Well, what about that hallway over there? Isn't there anywhere else we can go?
No, there isn't. There are plenty
Oh.
more hospital rooms, but nothing else.
Hospital rooms. That's what's behind all those doors?
Yes. There are a number of individual rooms in addition to this large one.
I see.
There was a door at the end of the hallway, but it was locked.
There was an astrological symbol engraved near the keyhole, however. I was
Which
able
one?
to get a good feel of it. I believe it was the symbol of Jupiter.
Okay.
Not again. Those goddamn things are everywhere.
I wonder what they all mean.
For a moment, everyone was silent, deep in thought.
While we're asking what things mean, what's the deal with this room? I mean, I thought this was a cruise ship, but I can't imagine a cruise ship would have a hospital like this.
Of all people, it was 7 who answered, and with calm confidence.
Well, I figure it's probably a hospital ship. Chances are it's the Gigantic.
The what?
The Gigantic?
Junpei looked confused. So did everyone else.
What is this gigantic?
7 knit his brows for a moment, then began to explain.
The Gigantic.
Okay.
She was a sister ship to the Titanic, built in the early 20th century.
Okay.
Actually, the Titanic had 2 sister ships, and they looked exactly the same.
I knew of one of them. I don't remember the name though, but I knew of one of them. I didn't know that the Titanic had 2 sister ships.
The Gigantic was said to be one of them. They intended to make her a passenger liner like the Titanic, but World War I began soon after the ship launched.
Yeah,
British
that's
Navy
fair.
took her over and made her a hospital ship. At some point during the war, the Gigantic was damaged by a German mine in the Aegean Sea. She ran aground afterwards, so she didn't end up sunk. What happened to her after that? One theory going around is that a man named Lord Gordain bought her. Seemed like
Okay.
he'd been one of the few to survive the Titanic sinking. That trauma turned him into some kind of obsessive collector of all things related to the Titanic.
Jeez, that must be very, very unhealthy.
Soon enough, the guy wanted the Titanic itself, which was impossible, of course. It's stuck at the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean, but the Gigantic wasn't. And saying that she was identical.
So you're saying this Lord Gordain bought this ship?
Yeah, at least I think I am.
That's impossible. No way we're in some boat that's almost 100 years old.
Why?
Pipe down, just pay attention. What, that's it? Well, have you got any proof?
Proof?
Proof that this ship is really the Gigantic.
Well, this ship's got stuff that's like the Titanic and a hospital ship. So, I just figured.
Oh, for goodness. Don't tell me that's your only reason.
I mean, it's a theory. It doesn't mean he's right. It's just a good idea.
No, I've got more.
Like?
Well,
Devin looked around desperately, doing anything to avoid meeting Lotus's piercing stare. Scratched his head for a moment, then gave up. Finally, he opened his mouth.
I don't know.
Lotus sighed and shook her head.
I guess your memory isn't back yet, is it?
Yeah, sorry about that.
Hey, whoa, wait a minute. Memory isn't back?
Junpei he felt legitimately shocked by what seemed to be new and very important information. Everyone else, however, seemed unimpressed. In fact, they all looked at Junpei as though he had said something very strange.
Yeah?
Your point being?
He decided to revise his attitude for the next question.
Wait, was I the only one that didn't know?
Everyone nodded.
Why?
Oh, yeah, I guess I didn't tell you, huh? I told the rest of them before we ran into you on the stairs.
Oh, that's fair.
I told them I couldn't remember a damn thing from before I woke up.
Oh.
What?
And almost as if to save Junpei from further embarrassment. Wait, how much time has passed? A bell began to ring from far away.
A bell?
It sounds like the clock in the main stairway.
Junpei counted each chime carefully.
10, 11,
11,
12. 12.
3 hours have passed. Uh-oh.
It's midnight.
Then we've still got 6 hours left, right?
We don't have any time to screw around. Let's get going. We gotta find the missing parts for the Reds.
Alright, let's go.
What do you mean, find? How on earth do you propose we do that?
We've looked everywhere in this room. That only leaves one place to look.
One?
Well, not just one.
Guess that's not really right. Yeah, the many doors in the hallway. Yep.
Wait. Don't tell me you mean we need to search all of the other rooms.
Yeah.
Don't freak out. We've already searched 4 of them.
4 rooms?
We just have to split up the rest between the 8 of us. If each of us can do 6 rooms apiece, we'll have the other 48 rooms cleared in no time.
There are 48 other rooms?
Her earlier experiences had apparently not encouraged Lotus to trust Seven. Seven scratched his head awkwardly.
Maybe?
Dude, Seven, what the fuck? Be more concise,
All right,
dude.
So everyone knows which area they're searching?
Yeah.
Yes!
Junpei was chosen to search the rooms on the starboard side, moving from fore to aft.
We'll all meet up when the clock goes off again. How about in that room with all the beds?
Yeah, sounds straightforward enough.
I'll shout if I find any of the components we need.
All right.
I hope we can find them within the time limit.
If we can't, then we'll just have to come up with another plan.
Right.
Then let's do this.
Let's go. The details decided, they left to begin searching. Out into the hallway they went, each to the rooms they'd been assigned. However... Hello? From far away, Junpei heard the bell ring. It did so only once. It was 1 a.m.
It's 1. I better get back to the others.
What happened? Okay. He jogged through the entrance of the large hospital room to find 6 of the others already there.
Huh?
Okay. Where's Snake? Ace, Santa Clover, June 7, and Lotus. They had gathered in front of door number 8. Or perhaps to be accurate, they had gathered in front of the red next to door number 8.
What are they doing over there?
Had one of them found the missing piece?
What happened, guys?
It was June who answered him.
Jumpy, look!
She was pointing at the red. He pushed through to the others until he stood in front of it. Aha! Immediately he knew what she had meant.
Vacant.
Junpei sighed.
Come on, guys. Who was it? I thought we were supposed to yell if we found it.
I knew it! It was a time-based thing! Wasn't it?
Well...
Junpei wondered why she was hesitating. The others looked as confused as June, but kept their mouths
What
shut.
the hell? What is up with you guys?
They all knew something he didn't, and Junpei wasn't about to leave things that way. Finally, Lotus frowned and spoke.
Well, that's the thing. We don't know.
You don't know?
When I got back, it was already like this.
Yeah, it's a time-based thing. I knew it. I fucking knew it, bro.
There was no one else here. That means I was the first one back, but...
Or... Right. Where's Snake? Forgot about him. Maybe it isn't a time-based thing. I don't know.
The missing parts were already back in the red.
Oh.
What?
What? Let me see. Junpei looked at the bottom of the red again just to make sure. The slot that had been open on the bottom was now covered with metal.
You're right. It's in there. What about the other two?
They're the same.
Let me take a look.
Junpei quickly examined the other two boxes.
It's just as you said.
Satisfied that they were also repaired, but still very confused, he returned to the others.
Alright, I just want to be sure here. Nobody has any idea what the hell happened here, right?
Correct.
None.
Ace and June nodded silently. Seven raised his hands as if to say not me, and Santa just shrugged. Only Clover lowered her head and did nothing.
Huh. Wait a minute.
That was when he noticed.
Where's Snake?
Junpei swept his eyes across the room a second time, but Snake was nowhere to be seen. Yep.
Does that mean that he found them?
I've no idea. There's nothing to suggest it, but nothing to suggest he didn't either.
Yeah.
I don't suppose we'll know until we can ask him in person.
And where is he?
Well, whatever he did or didn't do, he's pretty damn late. What the hell is he up to?
Maybe he's lost.
Yeah, well, that seems likely. Dude can't see. I don't know how he gets around in the first place.
Clover raised her head.
No! That's impossible!
Suddenly she was shouting.
Yeah, my brother's blind, but he's got really great hearing. He can get around as well as anyone who can see. So he couldn't get lost. That's impossible!
Clover had started to shake, and the knuckles of her hands had gone white. Oh, she's scared. She spun around, but before she did, Junpei noticed tears welling up in her eyes. Yeah.
I'm gonna go look for him!
Words were barely out of her mouth when she began to run.
Hold on, Clover. Wait!
Junpei cried out to her, but he was too slow. She kept going, and before anyone else could react, she was gone.
Well, that didn't work. Damn it. What should we do now?
Well, the red is working now.
No! We're not leaving two people behind! We should go look for them!
Oh man, this ain't good.
Oh, yes, what an excellent idea. We just wasted a bunch of time looking for some piece of electronic junk. Now let's waste some more by looking for a couple of idiots.
Then remain here if you feel you must, but there's no time. We've only 5 hours left.
Junpei and the others nodded to one another and took off at a run. Sorry. How long have I been going for? I'm gonna take this opportunity to check. Oh, this is a long one. In front of the stairs that led to B deck, they decided to split
Let's
up.
split up.
All right, I'll take this direction.
Then I shall look that way.
Thank you for the
I'll be over here.
specifics.
See you all later.
Soon, only two of them were left. Those two were Junpei and June, who had been a few steps behind the others.
Alright, we should go too.
Yes, let's go! But where should we start?
Let's see.
Oh, the casino, the first class cabin, the hallway with all the rooms. That's a great question. No, not where I want it to be. My arm. We'll go to the first class cabin.
Oh, what about the first class cabin on B deck?
Okay, let's go, Jumpy.
They took off up the stairs at a run. Outside the first class cabin, they found Clover. She was standing in front of the wall. She was staring at a meaningless point on the wall, her eyes blank. What should Junpei do? We kind of have to talk with her. I mean, she clearly knows something that we don't.
Are you alright?
He did his best to sound friendly, but Clover didn't respond.
Look, I know you're really worried, but...
You could think of no words to say that didn't sound hollow and fake. Junpei hesitated. Clover was so consumed by worry and fear that Junpei feared it would crush her. Her actions didn't surprise him. She had suddenly lost her brother, who she seemed to have been very close to.
Alone.
Her voice was thin and barely audible.
Alone.
Hmm?
Alone.
What?
I said leave me alone!
Suddenly she was screaming.
You're so annoying! Just go away and leave me alone! Just looking at you guys is pissing me off!
Hey, just because your brother is like gone and like doesn't mean you can get to to be mean to us.
Go away, okay? Just go somewhere else! Stop bothering me!
Junpei was taken aback.
Such
anger and hate. June's eyes had gone wide with surprise as well.
Why are you still here? Did you hear me? Huh? Fine, forget it. If you aren't gonna leave, then I'll just...
Alright, let's go, June.
Yeah.
They turned and left Clover. As they did, Junpei glanced back over his shoulder to see Clover wiping tears from her face. Clover had driven home the misery of their situation, but Junpei told himself that getting depressed would get him nowhere but depressed. I mean, people die when they are killed, Junpei.
We really need to find Snake, for Clover's sake.
He did his best to push away the misery and depression and force a smile.
So, where do you think we should go next?
So, let's go to the casino then.
How about the casino?
Let's go take a look.
They turned and headed off down the hallway to their right at a jog. I haven't had a chance to save. Ah! Before they knew it, they were there. So was Lotus. She was leaning against the wall, examining her nails.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
He glanced up at him, unimpressed.
Isn't it obvious? I'm looking for Snake.
I'm just not seeing it.
Oof!
Really? Maybe you need to look harder.
I don't think that's the problem.
Oh, by the way, I've got a proposal for you two.
Oh God.
Care to hear it?
I'll hear it. Not that I'm super impressed, but I'll
What is
hear
it?
Well, I don't like to beat around the bush, so I'll get right to it.
Okay.
Why don't we team up?
Team up?
Yeah. What? You need me to explain it to you? I'm saying, why don't we go through a numbered door?
Even if we wanted to, that's impossible.
Why?
Jumpy's bracelet number is 5, mine is 6, and yours is 8. Our
Yeah.
digital root would be 1.
She's right.
But there's no number 1 door in the large hospital room. The only doors there are 3, 7, and 8.
Then we add another person.
Huh?
Who?
What? Isn't that easy? 7.
Oh.
If we add 7, 5 plus 6 plus 8 plus 7 equals 26.
Their digital root is 8.
The digital root of 26, 2 plus 6 equals 8.
And the 4 of them could go through the number 8 door. But
Wait a minute. What about the other 4? Ace, Snake, Santa, and Clover.
Well, why don't you add them up?
that was simple enough.
1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 equals 10.
Oh, they'd be stuck.
And 1 plus 0 equals 1. The digital root for those 4 would be 1.
That's right.
And you know the number 1 door isn't in the big hospital room, right?
Of course I know that.
No! Are you saying you'd leave them behind?
Of course not. What kind of woman do you think I am? Once we get off the ship, we could come back and rescue them, couldn't we? Then we wouldn't really be leaving them behind.
Don't try to lie to us. I don't think you do anything of the sort.
True.
Really? Why do you think that?
You remember, don't you? We have less than 5 hours left. Even if we manage to escape,
Yeah.
there's no way we could come back to rescue them in less than 5 hours.
Well, you never know until you try.
No, you're not thinking this through. Even if we brought 7 with us, we wouldn't be able to get off the ship. The 4 of us couldn't open door 9.
Yep. True.
It is hidden, but an exit can be found. Seek a way out. Seek a door that carries a 9.
Yeah, Yeah, that's right. The digital root for the 4 of us would be 8, so we'd have to add Ace to make 9.
That's right. Unless we bring Ace too, we'll be stuck.
Lotus scratched the back of her ear.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Unfortunate? That's all you have to say?
She didn't sound particularly bothered by what Junpei said. Nor did she seem particularly surprised.
Well, let's try and find another way, okay? A way to get out of here with all 8 of us.
That's impossible. Are you being serious? And you do know that only 5 people, at most, can go through one of the numbered doors, right? The number 9 isn't going to be an exception to that rule. Regardless, at least 3 people will get left behind.
Huh?
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Jeez, the moment he said it, Junpei felt a chill run down his spine.
Wait just a second. You're skipping over a really big detail.
Yes, what she said was true, but how Lotus could remain cavalier about so terrifying a prospect was beyond him.
Really okay? That means 3 people will die in the end. Are you okay with that? That's just...
Lotus's forehead
I
furrowed.
think I could have a moment alone. There's some things I need to think about.
I see. Junpei and Jun turned and began walking away from Lotus.
That didn't turn out to be a very pleasant conversation.
Yeah.
Junpei's heart felt heavy and his steps sluggish. But he told himself pessimism would get them nowhere.
Well, regardless,
so he forced himself to smile and turned to Jun.
let's just focus on finding Snake for now, okay?
Yes, you're right. We can think about those other things later.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. This part is getting really heavy. Junpei nodded.
All right. Where should we go next?
We're going nowhere next. I'm saving. I've been recording for far too long and I'm starting to get tired. Alright, boys and girls and everybody in between. That'll be it for episode 3 of 999. I love the dialogue in this game. And I love how it can take itself seriously, like incredibly seriously, while at the same time having like really well-timed comedic scenes. Things are starting to get a little dicey around here. I'm hoping that nothing bad happens to any of them, but Lotus is right. There's only 5 people will be able to escape. That's a prospect we haven't had before, and like the reality hits like a bitch. Anyways, that'll be all for now. Thank you all for watching. Once again, I apologize for my lack of energy. Even though it might not seem very observable in the video, I am a little tired today, and I hope it is, well, at least enjoyable to watch anyways. But yeah, that'll be all for now. Stay safe as usual, guys, and thank you all for watching. If you liked this video, consider leaving a like and subscribing if you are new to the channel, and if you want to be notified of future uploads like this one, hit the little bell. You know what to do. Also, if you want to join my Discord server or follow me on Twitch, both links will be in the description below. Guys, that's all from me today. Stay safe once again. Until next time, peace!